Well, hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode, let's talk about speed, and when I say speed, I mean 2022 Scott Foil RC30 road bike. But before we start, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon because it's gonna help in growing the channel. And of course, if you are already a subscriber, then definitely thank you. So, as I was saying, Scott Foil RC30 for the 2022 season. So let's first answer the question, who is this bike for? So you see, Scott Foil platform is all about speed, as going as fast as possible in a straight line, and that's why all the carbon fiber frame and the fork and some other components, everything is aerodynamically optimized. So don't expect this bike to be the lightest, the stiffest machine. This is not the point of this bike. The point is to go as fast as possible in a straight line. And definitely if you are in the market for this type of the bike, then definitely have a look at the Scott Foil RC30 road bike. Now let's also answer the question about the price of this bike. So you see the retail price is $4,000. So make no mistake, this is not a cheap bike. The price is already spicy. But let's see, when we have a look at the specifications of this bike, what do you really get for your hard-earned money? Also, when we speak about the paint scheme of the bike, as I see here, there's one paint scheme on offer. It's pretty decent, pretty nice paint scheme. I would call it almost like a metallic white with a hint of black and silver. Looks pretty nice, almost like a snow white. But again, I wish that Scott can offer few more paint schemes on this bike, because after all it is a $4,000 retail price. So now let's dive in and let's have a look at the specifications of this bike. And as always, let's kick off with the frame and the fork. So you see, the frame is a carbon fiber frame, foil HMF carbon fiber frame with internal cable routing, flat mount disc brakes, press fit bottom bracket, and also 12mm through axles front and the back. Keep in mind that this HMF carbon fiber frame, this is not, creme de la creme, top of the line that Scott can do. In this range of bikes, Scott can also do their HMX level carbon fiber frame, but then these frames are very expensive. But what's interesting here, if you look at the carbon fiber fork is HMX level carbon fiber, so a step above the whole frame, which is very interesting. The fork, of course, has a carbon steerer and integrated carbon dropouts and flat mount disc brakes. So frame and the fork, both of them carbon fiber. Just keep in mind, for the frame it's a 5 years warranty from Scott, and for their forks it is only 2 years warranty for the forks. Please just double check with your local Scott bike dealer that they still have 2 years warranty on the carbon forks, or maybe they have now changed everything to 5 years warranty, but the frame is still 5 years warranty on their carbon fiber frames. There's nothing special I can complain here about frame and the fork. It's gonna be very good, nothing special to complain, as I say. Now let's talk about the group set on this bike. So you see, the whole group set on this bike is the mechanical Shimano Ultegra group set. This is the Shimano Ultegra R8000 group set. This is 11-speed group set. So if we start with the rear mech, that's a Shimano's Ultegra R8000 group set. Front mech also R8000 Shimano Ultegra mechanical, and shifters are also Shimano's Ultegra R8020 shifters. So as I said, the full group set, Shimano Ultegra mechanical, superb group set, superb mechanical group set. In my opinion, probably the best value for money when it comes to mechanical group sets, so there is no special complaints here. When we talk about the crankset on this bike, you're gonna get again superb Shimano's Ultegra crankset. Just again keep in mind, this is the Shimano's Ultegra R8000 crankset, not the newest, greatest Shimano's Ultegra R8100. So this crankset is 5236 chain rings, and it is paired with the cassette, which is a Shimano's R7000 cassette. 1130 cassette. This 1130 cassette, it is Shimano Ultegra cassette, so there was no cutting corners here. The only thing I will mention is 1130 cassette is perfectly fine for this aero Scott foil bike, but maybe in the future when you destroy this cassette, maybe you want to upgrade to the 1132 cassette just because it's going to give you a bit more range if you are attacking any steep hills. Chain on the bike you see is the Shimano's HG601 11-speed chain. HG601 chain is not Ultegra chain. This is a Shimano 105 level chain, so okay, they cut a little bit of the corners with the chain here. I'm not sure why. Maybe they had some issues with the supply of the Shimano Ultegra level chains, but just keep in mind maybe in the future when you destroy this chain, maybe you want to upgrade to the Shimano Ultegra level chain. I was mentioning before that this carbon fiber frame is with the press fit bottom bracket. This is a Shimano's press fit bottom bracket, Shimano's BB71 press fit bottom bracket. I'm not expecting any special problems here. Scott usually does pretty decent their carbon fiber frames, so I'm guessing it should be fine. Now let's talk about the braking system on the bike. So you see the brakes are Shimano's Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes with 160mm braking rotors both front and the back, which is absolutely superb. And also they didn't cut corners here, so they have included the Shimano's RT800 braking rotors. Again, keep in mind that RT800 braking rotors are the Shimano's Ultegra level braking rotors with the Shimano's Ice Tech Ice Freeza technology. Absolutely superb braking power and also heat dissipation on these rotors, so everything's superb here. Now let's talk about some of the smaller pieces on the bike, like for example handlebar. So handlebar stem is a Synchros Creston SL carbon combo. So it's a one-piece affair, handlebar and the stem. I mean, it's great that it's carbon fiber, and I understand why they did it as a one piece, just because of everything is aerodynamically optimized, but then keep in mind that adjusting the position on this bike, like fine-tuning the position, might be a bit challenging, and also in the future, if you want to replace this handlebar and the stem combo, your choices might be limited. Seat and the seat post. The seat is the Synchros Belcara seat. I have no experience with this Synchros seat, and since seat is always a personal preference, please do keep your preferred seat as long as possible and mount it even on this bike. Seat post here is the Synchros Duncan 1.0 aero. I'm expecting it to be a carbon fiber seat post, but please do check this with your local Scott bike dealer, just so they confirm to you that it is a carbon fiber seat post. If it's not, immediately they need to give you at least $200 discount, or they should give you a carbon fiber seat post. Now let's talk about the wheelset on this bike. So the wheelset is from Synchros RR 2.0 disc, and this Synchros RR 2.0 is a classical aluminium wheelset from Synchros, so aluminium rim. It is tubeless compatible, but you will need to provide your own, tubeless valves and the tubeless tape. There's a 12mm through axle front and the back. Inner rim width is 19mm, while the rim depth is 26.5mm. This is Synchros own hubs on this wheelset. I'm not expecting anything special out of these Synchros own hubs. Probably something with the sealed bearings and probably something with the 3-pole system. 28 spokes on the wheel, and the total weight of this wheelset is 1,720 grams. Okay, maybe in the future, if you save a bit more money, maybe you wanna upgrade the wheelset and have a look at something from the DT Swiss offerings. When it comes to the tires, both front and the back are Schwalbe 1 race guard tire, 28C tire, absolutely fine, no complaints here. 28mm tire is always good. It's going to give you so much more air volume, and the ride is going to be so much more smoother. Total weight of this bike, they say, is 8.08 kilograms, but I'm guessing this is some kind of size medium, size 54, which is not so relevant in my opinion. So I would expect it in the size large or size 56, that this bike is probably around 8.3 kilograms, which is just decent, nothing special, but always keep in mind that this is an aero road bike, aerodynamically optimized, so it definitely won't be one of the lightest on the market. So now in a summary, do I have any special complaints about this bike? Again, considering that the retail price is $4,000. Well, there is only a few things that I think you should just double check with your local Scott bike dealer. First thing first is this seat post. Is it a carbon fiber seat post? I'm expecting it to be. If it's not, they have to give you a carbon fiber seat post or $200 discount immediately. Also with this chain, you know it's a Shimano 105 level chain. You can try to negotiate a little bit the price or even tell them to put you a Shimano Ultegra level chain. If they don't want to do that, you can always ask them to give you about $50 discount because it's not a Shimano Ultegra level chain. I have no clue why they didn't include Ultegra level chain. As I say, maybe there was some kind of delay in the supplies from Shimano, so the only chains they had is 105, which is perfectly fine out of the box, but maybe in the future you would like to upgrade because the whole group set is a Shimano Ultegra level group set. And of course in the future, probably one of the first upgrades you're gonna do is gonna be this wheel set. And I always suggest you to have a look at what DT Swiss is offering, and there are a bunch of other, wheel manufacturers out there. So all in all, pretty decent bike from Scott. As I say, no special complaints from me, but just keep in mind that the price is a bit spicy. It's a $4,000 retail price for this carbon fiber Scott foil RC30 bike. So I think this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you're always notified when I make a new video. And as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Pura Vida!